Hello everyone, my name is Fernando Garcia Hernandez and this is my presentation for our class CIT 30. The topic that I chose is CSS Box Model. I hope you can learn a little bit from this presentation and I hope this presentation can be of utility for all of us. So here's my presentation. Before this presentation, I wanted to share with you this inspirational phrase that I found on the internet. I know this class is hard. It is hard for me especially, but I know that I can, if I focus on my goal of learning and achieving this class, I think I'm gonna be able to do it. So this race is helping me. As you can read, it says, don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. There are many talents and many strengths that we have in our lives, so let's use it. For this presentation, I wanted to answer these questions. What is it? How it works? And what are the components of the CSS Box Model? So, let's begin. The box model refers to the usually invisible rectangular area that is created for each HTML element. This area has 4 basic components. If you are like me, you forget things very easily, so here is a reminder of what is an HTML element. An HTML element usually consists of a start tag and end tag, with the content inserted in between. So this is the tag name, content goes here, and the closing tag. The HTML element is everything from the start tag to the end tag. So in this case, the tag is the paragraph. So my first paragraph is the element between these two tags. Now that we remember what was an element, here is the box model, what it's gonna be, and it is gonna help us to place it on our web page. So this box model has 4 components: content, padding, border, and margin. So this is, we had to learn it, we had to use it, so we can make a wonderful web page. So remember, content, padding, border, and margin. So I'm gonna put here all the description of every component, in this case the content. So I'm gonna explain in my own words. It's very easy. At the end it says the content can be text, images, or whatever is visible on a web page. So this is the main thing. The content is gonna be everything that we're gonna try to introduce, try to give to our audience. The next one is the same. Here it is, the description and how we can use it. And in my own words, so the padding is, you have for example, a picture. Picture is gonna have a border, so the space around them, the content is gonna be the padding that is gonna help define it all, like to see have a better display. That thing is gonna be the padding, right? For example, in this case, this is the padding, right, around this. So the next one is the border. So we don't need to explain what border means, right? It's everything that is around, like if we wanna place a border around the content. So, and we can display it. In this case, it can be visible. So, for example, in this, it gives us an example. Border, we're gonna call it like this, border, and 4 pixels dash orange. So, this is the border that we're gonna have. A border that has 4 pixels, and it's gonna be orange. And last but not less important is the margin. The margin is similar to the padding. It's gonna be the space that we're gonna leave between the targeted element and the surrounding elements. So the margin is gonna be this, the part, in this case like this one. So this is the margin between these two. So if we had two elements, one here and one here, so the space in between is gonna be the margin we're gonna create. So let's remember, imagine that this is a picture. So I ask you, imagine that this is a picture. This is our element. So we'll find that the padding, the border, the margin. We are clear on that one, right? So we're gonna find it on the four sides of our main element. So we're gonna learn how we can use it, this tool, and how we can put some like numbers to this, like how many pixels we want to be the padding, the border, the margin. So that's the continuation of my presentation. I'm gonna introduce you with an example, right? So here is the example, guys, that I found, and I really enjoy how this example has the description of the box model. And let's remember what it is. The box model is essentially a box that wraps around every HTML element. It consists of borders, padding, margins, and the actual content. So this is our actual content, this is our padding, this is our border, and this is our margin, right? So here we have it. You remember I was talking about this before. This is how we use it. We use it with the name border, padding, margin. For the content, in this case, we can use it like width and length, but it's alright. Just let's focus on this one: border, padding, and margin. So when you are working on your web page, remember how to use this on the CSS style, alright? So let's see how it works. I want to play first with the border. Remember, we were looking in before this one. 4 pixels dash orange. Let's see how it looks. Alright. So now we find our border. See how we change it. That right now, let's see what is our padding. Let's modify this one to 150, and let's see this one between the text and the border is our padding. So let's go back. Right. So the margin, same. That's 10. Let's see what is the margin. It is this. Easy, huh? So let's go back. So we had our example: content, padding, margin, border, and margin. Again, this is gonna be for me. I think this class is gonna be more for me than for you guys. So content, padding, border, and margin. Margin, border, padding, and content. So now we have this example. This one is with a picture. In this case, we're working on this one. This one is gonna be our content, our HTML element that we're working. Okay, here it is. The width is 320 pixels because here is for the image. So we don't need to worry about this. We'll only work on this one. So if we want the border to be bigger, so let's modify that one. We have huge 50 pixels around our comment. Alright, so let's go back. This one, so the margin is 0. So in this case you don't need the margin, but we put like 100. See what happens. Sorry, as you can see, I made a mistake. Why? What is the mistake? I need to place we need like 100 watt. This case pixels. As you can see, now it works. So that if you are displaying 0 watt, it doesn't matter, right? So let's remember, this is the element, padding, border, and margin. So, and this is basically the CSS box model, guys. And as I said to you before, this class is more for me than for you, but I hope you can understand a little bit. I apologize because I'm killing the language, but I hope you can understand how important your language is for the world, right? So have a wonderful class, a wonderful time, and thank you for watching my presentation.